Welcome back to the print shop. Tonight I'm printing El Barco. El Barco is a sequel print to this one. It's called Stillness. It's a print of a man in a boat with reflections in the water. This is done entirely with line work. It's a pretty little print. This one has always been a good seller, one of my best. So I decided to do a sequel, so I made El Barco. So Barco is etched on a copper plate, and much like Stillness, there's a boat, a man in a boat. It's actually the same fella that was in Stillness, but he's upgraded. He's got himself a bigger boat. It's very much like Stillness in that it's a simple scene with the boat and sky and horizon and reflections in water. The paper size for El Barco is 13 inches wide by 16 inches tall. Stillness is much smaller. Has a paper size of 7.5 inch by 10 inch. I have my tray of water. I add my paper to the water. I soak my paper, 5-10 minutes before I start printing. You don't have to soak it long. And I lay out my towel, which I'll use for blotting the paper. And I start setting up the press. Sizing catcher goes down on the center mark. Fat blanket gets put up against the roller. And then the pusher gets put on the top, centered on the sizing catcher. And I roll the press forward till the roller's over the sizing catcher. Template goes onto the press. The sheet of acetate goes on top of the template. I always use gloves when I handle the ink. Can of Portland black. Got 2 prints I'm doing tonight, so I'm going to take out a small dollop, put it onto the plate. I push the ink onto the plate from corner to corner. Once the plate's completely covered, I take the tarlatan and start wiping the ink off of the plate. Part of it is evening out the ink. I swap the tarlatan over for a cleaner part, turning the plate, get it from all angles. The plate will not be shiny when I get done wiping it. I like to leave a little bit of a haze on the plate. The image emerges. We're getting close. Get the edges and over to the press. Now I take off the gloves and my hands are clean. Using the acetate, I can move the plate on the template without having to touch the plate. And I can see exactly how it lines up with my sheet of paper. With clean hands, I get my sheet of paper. You let it drip for, 5-10 seconds. Then onto the towel for blotting. Red roller gets out the excess water, and the paper is placed onto the plate. Down with the blankets, and through the press she rolls. Lift the blankets, and here we have a print. El Barco. And over at the drying rack, 1 print and 2 prints. So if you like sequels, hit the like button and check out the link to my Etsy site in the description and subscribe. And we'll see you the next time on Vlog Moskow.